What just came to me is paying attention to the mythological story that's within the way colors are created, and seeing that the main primary colors, like, so say for instance, when there's all this talk about Venus, nature, green, Osiris, and Osiris being green, though, is like, all right, but that's not a primary color. So in essence, you could say that the color green and any god or goddess associated with it to some extent wouldn't be necessarily a primary color. It takes mixing yellow with blue in order to get green. And the primary colors are the primary colors because you won't get that color by mixing other colors, but you could mix those colors to make other ones. Because even seeing how red and blue creates purple, you know what I'm saying? The root chakra and the throat chakra creates the crown chakra. The solar plexus in the throat chakra creates the heart chakra, you know what I'm saying? The solar plexus and the root chakra creates the sacral chakra, or orange, you know what I'm saying? So you see how, and again, just within mythology is anatomy by law, as above, so below, as within, so without, and it correlates across the board in that way. And you could, see it like that when you're researching or just trying to, when you're getting a better understanding about what it is that you're doing, or who you are, and how things line up in this realm. And you know what I'm saying? It'll give clarity, by looking at, the primary color situation like that. Because even with me just touching the surface on it, it's like, ooh, I can't, I'm eager to kind of peep out other little connections from just that one, download, because again, how it simply came to me, I'm like, wait, the color green, as much as we, like nature and heart chakra, and all that good stuff, is like, but wait, that's not a primary color. Now, on a deeper level, though, I would ask, or really see if, like, are these truly primary colors? Like, is it a way to mix other colors to get red? Is it a way to mix other colors together to get yellow? Is it a way to mix other colors together to get blue? Because then if that's true, then those colors would be like more ancient than blue, yellow, and red. And I feel like, again, blue, yellow, and red, as I'm saying, they're primary colors. That's within this realm in essence. Because, I mean, again, for anybody that done had any type of psychedelic spiritual journey, you've definitely most likely seen colors or tasted colors or heard colors or, interacted with colors that go beyond the spectrum of blue, yellow, and red, although they are primary colors, you know what I'm saying? So it's like getting a deeper understanding, though, by, observing the color spectrum, and what corresponds to certain colors. Again, so the fact that yellow and blue creates green, what gods or goddesses connect with the color yellow, what gods and goddesses connect with the color blue, and they would kind of be, and see if in mythology, the yellow gods and goddesses and the blue gods and goddesses, if like, say for instance, a mythological story where a goddess that represented yellow came together with a god or goddess that represents blue, and they had a child that was green, and it's like, all right, bam, that's the story of the primary colors, but within a mythological story. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is just ways that you can gain unique awareness through your own observation. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I'm sharing these things, it's creating a pathway within, especially again, if you've been watching my channel throughout all the years, it's creating a certain type of pathway that, or it's sparking a certain type of a certain way of looking at things that allows for you to learn things from your own perspective, because then you'll find that you'll be like, having like aha moments, more of like, oh, I could peep how this, again, like how the colors, connect with this or that, and again, in my example, but, it allows for you to observe and understand the space from your own speculation, and you'll, after listen to this type of, listening to this, you would start to, again, like something within you, the vibration that's behind what I'm expressing, you will feel it, and you will start to have, like, again, these same type of aha moments when it comes to, like, breaking down symbols and understanding, mythological stories, anatomy, and, how all that connects with you in the now moment, you know what I'm saying? But, because again, that would also, speak to, like in this example, like, your favorite colors and why you resonate with them, and, and what those colors mean, what they correspond to. Because that's something I'm, in the crystal video I want to do, it's like understanding the correspondence. And a while back, I brought up a book of correspondence. It was made by the Lulin company or whatever, but it was a book where it corresponds like crystals, like it has a redundancy to some extent, but not really. But like it'll go like, all right, the color red and all the things is associated with, and it goes like from gods, goddesses, plants, crystal, you know what I'm saying? And then it might, and they have a section that'll be a certain crystal and all of the things it correspond with, or to be a certain god or goddess or deity and all the things that correspond with it. But basically, it's, in essence, it's like the program, it's like learning the software language of this realm, you know what I'm saying? It's like understanding the symbols, you know what I'm saying? Much love to Seven Bomar for making that analogy of like the legend, you know what I'm saying? A legend on a map, and the legend, in essence never changes or wavers, hence why it's a legend, because it's, staying in its little spot so you could know where to go or how to maneuver, you know what I'm saying? I think about, again, understanding these corresponding, symbologies is like a legend within, a legend on a map of how to navigate, through this realm, or knowing your navigation through this realm. And then again, on top of that, with the awareness of all these correspondence, especially when you for sure add, astrology into it, you know what I'm saying, then you really, really start to understand like the programming language. All right, I just saw a black dog on Tuesday connected to Mars, the black dog connected to Hecate, or this and that, and you know what I'm saying, and the color obsidian, the crystal obsidian, or, like, but you get like the messages, and it helps you to also not have to depend so much on external things in order to navigate through your experience. You know what I'm saying? You'll pick up on symbols, and be able to interpret them, more yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to, something to be aware of. But definitely, again, like being aware of the correspondence, because that helps you to navigate, because just simply right quick, we're dealing with crystals, like being aware of like what energy a crystal is channeling, you know what I'm saying? Because a crystal has like a sentient energy, and you want to be aware of like what type of sentience you are connecting with, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like first and foremost, your intuition, like whether you know information about what I'm saying or not, your intuition will help you feel out like, all right, I shouldn't work with this crystal, or I'm really feeling this crystal. But you do have to, I feel like it would be, it would add clarity to also understand like why you like this crystal or why you dislike this one, and see what, more so too, again, paying attention to the elements, and hence why metals are so, important. And metals are considered, or any element in essence, is like a pure world in essence, because it's, it's not a mixture. Like, again, different crystals are mixtures of multiple elements or multiple worlds. So you got to know what worlds are mixed together in, in the crystals that you work with, like, all right, this crystal has iron and manganese in it. So it's going to have like a balance of empathy with a little bit of boundary setting. It got the Mars energy in it, with the iron, So again, like, you kind of get to see like what energies you're channeling and tapping into and connecting with, and having to bring that up because, just to kind of clear and refine things, or to not get caught up in the whole, like, or at least for me, I'm gonna share this perspective, because I've gotten to that space upon my own journey, and maybe others have, because I understand, like, all right, it's meant for some people to kind of just be into the crystals from a purely, again, like, novice, oh, look how pretty this citrine is. And, again, not knocking or clowning people, that may not be aware of, deeper meanings and connections with crystals. But it's just like, all right, but it does go deeper, in understanding, even down to having, soul contracts with crystals in essence, and that's a deeper, I'm not going to get into that. I'm just, touching the surface on, corresponding and how important that is, like, understanding corresponding energies, aka, again, like, all right, green corresponds to Osiris. Osiris corresponds to Orion constellation. It's also connected to white dogs or black dogs or dogs in general, or, like, you kind of, so when you in a space and you see people wearing a lot of red, for sure, like, all right, they connected to possibly either a god that corresponds with red energy, or they relating to Martian energy, they relating to, so you kind of get like, all right, I'm where there are a lot of Martians, because a lot of people wearing red, I'm around a lot of Osiris, agricultural Venus type of people, because there's a lot of green around here, navigating through the space. And in astrology, again, is also navigating through the cycles, and us understanding our astrology or our inner constellation allows for us to navigate better through our internal experience as well as external. But we'll go deeper in another moment, but just kind of setting the tone with, peeping out the primary colors and how they, create and what that correspond to, being aware of correspondence in general, and definitely being aware of the correspondence when it comes to crystals, and also, being aware of, like, when you're dealing with crystals, like what spirits or energies you are channeling by connecting with certain crystals. But now's the vibrate. Just want to tap in with that.